Far from the origins of the Peruvian horse in South America, in the rolling hills of Lompoc, about 150 miles northwest of Los Angeles, the Peruvian horse thrives under the careful management of owners Larry and Joy Redmond and trainer Dante Mazzi. At Rancho Chahuchu, their philosophy for breeding horses is based on the need for versatility in the breed. Their program works to produce Peruvian horses with a willing temperament, good bone, and a smooth gait that are both enjoyable on the trail and a winner in the show ring. They select and breed horses with a goal that each horse will reach its fullest potential under the best care and training available.
Well, welcome to Rancho Chahuchu. We're Larry and Joy Redmond, and we're in Lompoc, California. Today we had our 10th annual race day, so it's been a fun day. I'd like to tell you a little bit about our ranch and how we got into the Peruvian horse breed. Actually, we've been in the breed about 12 years, and we bought a ranch, and we wound up buying one horse, a quarter horse, and realized we couldn't ride a bouncing horse because I've had back surgery, and so we looked up Peruvian horses. And our original goal was just to have a few riding horses on the ranch, and we sort of got carried away and got into breeding, and so now have about 50 head and are pretty much committed to a breeding program.
For us, what we found was that we're both not horse people, and when we bought a couple of horses, we found out that they're really gentle animals. These Peruvian Pasos, they don't bounce very much, so you don't hurt yourself. They tend to be, like I said, gentle. We actually fell in love with them, and we're not horse people. So that started us. And then we started wondering, we had bought horses, and some of them weren't exactly what we wanted, so we decided what should we do to be able to produce the horse that we really wanted, which was a gentle trail show horse. And what we did is we decided to go into the breeding program so we would know, first of all, we would know where the horse came from, who were the parents, whether or not they were treated very well, gentled, and what would you produce if you had everything you needed here on the ranch. And so we started our breeding program. We got a trainer that had been around a while, excellent reputation, Dante Mazzi, and that started our journey. And so for 12 years, we have been producing what we wanted, a really gentle trail horse plus show horses.
And soundness is really important in this breed, and we have been trying to develop a breeding program so we'd have the proper conformation and that's necessary for the Peruvian horse to move the way they do. And we really had the good fortune, because a lot of it is luck. Anybody that's in breeding knows that you can plot as much as you wish and put one bloodline with another bloodline, but it's still a crapshoot at the end. So we really lucked out and had a young foal, a colt, and he grew up, and we put him in haltered, showed him in the show circuit in halter, and he won the nationals and was the national junior champion. Stallion, and then in Bozal he didn't lose a class. Then we put him in bit, and his first year at 4 years old he wound up winning the U.S. national champion, the PPHRNA national championship. So a very young stallion, probably the youngest to ever have accomplished that. So we were really lucky, and he's just an incredible horse. So he's becoming now sort of the foundation for our breeding program. We have 3 other stallions that we use quite a bit, and so we have available different bloodlines because we really think that's important, not to stay too close with one bloodline. Dante came with us about 9 years ago, and since then we've had a very successful show campaign, and it's pretty unique that Joy and I would wind up riding these horses in shows because we were both petrified of horses when we started. And so it's been well, people talk about life changes with horses, and this has truly been one for us. Our goal here is to pass on this breed to future generations. So our real effort here is to create sound horses that we can pass on, and I hope the future generations keep this horse breed alive and well.
The ranch is located on 350 acres of picturesque rolling hills, and the Redmonds have developed a complete breeding and training facility for their present herd of over 50 Peruvian horses. The ranch has been well laid out and is designed with large pasture areas. The brood mares and youngsters have wide open spaces in which to roam, exercise, and grow strong in the most natural way possible. The state-of-the-art training facility includes round pens, a working arena, a hot walker, and vet check areas. The facility also includes a beautiful 2.6-mile turf track, ideal for pleasure rides, and a 5/8-mile racetrack, which has played a key role in one of their favorite annual events hosted by Rancho Chahuchu. At Rancho Chahuchu, the training program is not rushed. Their philosophy is that horses should grow and learn naturally, according to their own pace. They believe that allowing a horse to reach its potential in its own time produces better results and better performance horses.
I'm Dante Mazzi, trainer of Rancho Chahuchu, and my son Mackenzie, he's 8 years old, and a very good rider. At Rancho Chahuchu, we do believe that for every horse is a rider, and we don't want just to sell a horse that then later on the person that purchases it is going to be unhappy with. That's why we want to ensure that the horse and rider are going to be happy together. We want the buyer to come spend time with the horse, spend time with some other horses until he really finds out that he gets along very well with the horse that he's looking for. Buying a horse should be a relation for life. That's why that we are trying to encourage. What that I do look in my training is to try to get the most that I can out of a horse. I like to do it in a natural, patient way, taking the time that the horse demands to do it. The program of the ranch, I think that it is just beginning. We are beginning to get the results of 10 years, 12 years of breeding. From the results that we are getting in 10 or 12 years, we accomplished to have a national champion of champions, bred and born at the ranch, which is something that many ranches just dream about. You know, the babies that we are getting out of Ventarrones are outstanding. And we already do have some other stallions that they accomplish a lot in the arena, like Tabernero or Cimarron. But the quality of Ventarrones and his offspring is just taking us into a new level.
Rancho Chahuchu is home to several Peruvian stallions, each bringing different strengths to the Redmonds breeding program.
The three main stallions we use are of three distinct bloodlines. So we have a good match. Most of our mares are different bloodlines also, so we're able to stay outside a given bloodline.
MSR Cimarron, with an exceptional well-bred and performance pedigree behind him, this twice national champion of champions performance stallion is breathtaking to watch. Cimarron brings size, good bone, a beautiful headset, and consistent gaits to his offspring. RDS Tabanero. This highly talented stallion brings a little more refinement to the Redmonds program. This well-gaited and very smooth stallion has captured for a third time the Medallion de Plata High Point Breeding Stallion of the Year and has earned more lifetime points than any other horse in the history of the registry. Tabanero is a multi-champion of Champions Performance and Breeding Stallion and has captured multiple Best Gaited Horse of Show titles. His prepotency is passing his qualities to his offspring is exceptional, and he has sired 3 national first-place winners and champions. RCH Venturones. This handsome stallion is taking the show circuit by storm. He is undefeated in his show career and captured the High Point Junior Colt Award in 2001. This well-muscled stallion is very strong and well-boned, with incredible, well-timed, slow, even gaits, with lots of brio. His accomplishments include 3 Best Bozal Horse Show titles, and in his first show in Bit in 2003, he was named Champion of Champions. While the Peruvian horse is a flashy and talented performer in the show arena, it is also a horse bred for fun, and the Great American Peruvian Horse Race has been a 10-year tradition at Rancho Chahuchu. Each summer, the Redmonds host this race for Peruvian horse friends and enthusiasts, consisting of races grouped for geldings, mares, and stallions. The winners of each race then compete for the grand trophy and the title Champion of Champions for the day. As friends and Peruvian horses arrive, they settle in with a pleasure trail ride along the tree-lined turf track. The 4-beat lateral gait of the Peruvian horse makes it an ideal trail horse, where you can ride for hours without fatigue.
When we bought the ranch, there was the man who had the ranch before was going to have this a thoroughbred farm, and it has a 2.5 mile turf track, which was going to be an exercise track for their horses, their thoroughbreds. And so when we bought the ranch and then we got the horses, we decided, well, what are you going to do with the racetrack? So we decided to have our race, and every year people come and we get up. We start at 9 o'clock and we have breakfast, and then we go on the trail, which is a very leisurely, hour on the trail. Come back, have lunch, then we have a race, which we have a lot of fun with. We decided that all we do is just supposedly stay in gait the entire way, and they go around the track, and then we have an ultimate winner. And it's a lot of fun because people take it seriously, but it's really all just for fun. It's just a good way of it's non-competitive to a degree, and you can, these horses they're supposed to be for pleasure and for enjoying, and so we feel that it's a nice afternoon. It's a nice way of showing the horse and having fun. So we do it every year. We'll probably continue it.
Yeah, the fun days are really important, particularly for those of us who are on the show circuit. Anybody out there that's gone to shows, it's somewhat competitive. And so this is just supposed to be a relaxed, fun day, and it's so far it's worked out very well. And we've had good attendance, and the 10th year, I guess. So it's been a lot of fun. Today was our 10th annual race day, and we've put together race day some years ago because a lot of times when you go to shows, it gets a little tense. People are pretty competitive, although I gotta say, people in this breed, and I don't have any frame of reference because we never had any other kind of horses. But generally speaking, the people are very friendly. I mean, if you need a piece of gear, you can go borrow something. If you're going into the arena and something's messed up on your tack, more times than not, somebody will point it out to you. So everybody's pretty helpful with one another, and it's a lot of fun, but it does get competitive. So we decided to put together this race day. So we called it the Great American Peruvian Horse Race, and it's supposed to be a fun day. So we do on a trail ride in the morning, and then do a lunch, and then the race. And the race is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to race and gait around our track and try to stay in gait. And people will break gait more than 3 times or disqualified. But everybody seems to sort of lie about that, so that's what makes it fun. So anyway, it's been a good day for us today. And the weather was just incredible. Name of our ranch is a Chumash word, and when we bought the ranch, we knew there was Chumash Indian activity here in this particular part in California. So we met a lady that was an elder in the Chumash tribe, and she helped us name the ranch. And actually, there was a village outside our gate that was called Chahuchu, and so we said, okay, that's great. Well, finally, we learned to say it, and after we named the ranch, sort of as an afterthought, we asked her what it meant, and it became. Anyway, we found out it was among the dogs, literally translated. So that seemed to work because we have a lot of stray dogs around here, a lot of coyotes. So that's how we got the name of the ranch.
One thing that I know that we believe in, and that is this is not just a product. This is these animals, we bring them into the world, and then we're supposed to, sell them to somebody and have them take the horse to wherever. We found that we like to match the horse with the person and make it we have a lifetime commitment with people.
Of paramount concern is that each horse is well suited to its potential owner, that a good fit and permanent bond exist between each horse and rider.
Larry found a horse years ago, a Monte, and his relationship with that horse was very moving, and so it can make a difference in someone's life to have the right horse. So we like to have people come to the ranch and stay as long as they want. They can ride the horse as many times as they like. They can take their time. And then if they match, if we think it's a good match, then they get the horse. And we have people come in here that actually say, have we passed your test? And we go, yeah, you have. The horse likes you, or you like the horse, you know what you want. We want everyone that comes to the ranch to know that they're going to go off with a very good horse. That was our big goal, is to make sure that the horses are strong and they're trained quite well. We have some great workers on our ranch. We have what we call Beto. He's the baby man. I mean, he takes care of the babies and he gentles the babies, and they're not spooky. And we're lucky enough to have all these people that love horses. And the product that we get from that is that every horse that's trained is very gentle. We can put juniors. One of the things that we have a great time with at shows is that we can take any one of our horses and put a junior on them and go in and win. And that's what we wanted. We wanted to see what it would be like if everything you do with the horse is through love.
Anyway, we'd like to say for anybody that's viewing this that would have an interest in knowing more about this breed, they're perfectly welcome if they're in California ever to give us a call, and if we're here, they're welcome to come ride a horse, and that's not to come buy a horse, it's just to come acquaint yourself with the breed and what the horse does, and help you determine whether it's a breed that you might want to consider. Most ranches probably in your area would be quite willing to have you come and try a horse. I think you find most people in the breed pretty friendly that way. So,
if you want to just have a fun time, just come to our great race. We have it once a year.
Larry and Joy invite anyone interested in learning more about the Peruvian, or anyone interested in finding their perfect horse and riding companion, to contact them or their trainer. They'll help you find your perfect Peruvian horse.